It is being said that we are 200 million Nigerians. And inside of these 200 million Nigerians, 133 million Nigerians are living below the line of poverty. What does that tell you? Before government could come up with any policy that will affect these 133 million Nigerians, then there should be an alternative. So these people do not suffer the more. On asas, I take speak English now. I beg, oh, help me listen to this video when me want play next now. I want to watch.
There is a process. You cannot have number 3 before 1. 1 has to come before 2. It is the schematics of how things should be done. You make things in place before you bring in policies or models or things that would be of a discomfort, because even an average person that has a comfortable life would still be moved by these new things, would still be displaced one way or another by these new implementations. So make it make sense to me that somebody is building a house, you do foundation, and the next thing you're doing is to put tiles. How? There is no provision for an average. People have quorum. People, they sell they get barbing salon. People, they are only, how much they barb hair in some areas in outside Lagos, in Cross River, in Kaduna. How much do they barb hair? You buy 10 liters of oil now for 4,800 or 4,900 naira. How many people will barb hair that you'll be able to make that money back? I mean, you see, we'll talk and they'll say other countries fuel is more expensive. All these things. What is minimum wage in these so-called other countries? What is minimum wage? In 2023, do we have refineries in Nigeria in 2023? If not for the Aliko Dangote refinery you're talking about now, that is owned by a private individual, not by the government. I mean, all of these questions, they are enormous. People will starve. It's been starvation all along. It's been stagnation at the same time, and now they are going to experience more. Nobody's here to tell you how to do your job. Nobody's here to tell you not to bring in subsidy or bring in subsidy. But my question is, what are the things you've put in place to enable the citizens, people, not die of starvation? What are the processes you've coined into the movement of how the citizens, it will be beneficial to them? What are the aims, your goals and objectives? Do you have that in place, or you just make policies that would kill an average person? I mean, let's talk. Let's talk. An average person, even person where they try, where they collect salary, they go feel them. How much more people that are earning, that are living below $1 every single day? $1 is even a lot. Am I mad? I say $1 because of that old saying, $1. Then who would they think of now? 154 naira. So they chop 150. Which poor man eats 750 naira, 760 naira food in a day? How? Where you want chop them? If you don't buy beans 15 naira, bread 100 naira, I never chop. So is below 30 cents in a day. I mean, I am here trying to understand, trying to break down, trying to process this whole thing, and I am lost for words. Honestly, man, it's not fair. I know the kind of people where they beg me money. I was driving the other day, I say, make people there for road, they are stranded. You won't even help them, say, okay, enter car. They are frustrated. They almost come on mirror because they are tired. They are person go close from work. They don't shout for you for work. You're tired. You have so much to do. You need to get back home in time. They are standing by the bus stops. No way, no place, no how to get home. Must everything stress us? Must we? Yeah, I'm not in the government. I'm not a lawmaker. I don't have a PhD, nor am I a professor. I'm just a regular Nigerian who is blessed and opportune to be where I am. However, I am certain that there are ways for how things should be done. And this is certainly not how things should be done. My heart goes out to every Nigerian who's going to be deeply hurt by this development. And I pray for you. God bless Nigeria.
Exactly. That's a very good Nigerian. Him just tell you now, say, look, there should be alternatives to things. You don't just wake up one morning and then declare one thing and then you leave everybody stranded. It doesn't make sense. 133 million Nigerians are poor. What are the alternatives to cater for these people? Not just come up and say fuel subsidy is gone. We were so fast, so stupid to walk into fuel subsidy. We should not be as fast as we were walking into it while walking out. We go use slow because things go spoil. People will be affected. 133 million Nigerians are at stake. Nobody is supporting fuel subsidy. You understand? No. But coming out of it, we go come out jejely. We use force enter. Coming out, you know, we use force come out. Now jejely, so that the force go balance. People are suffering. Are we not seeing it? Transport fares, it don't hike. How about now? What are we saying? Commodities are high in the market right now. Going from Abuja, Lagos now to Onitsha is 20,000 naira. Sometimes we say people they enter like 10,000, 7,000 or thereabouts. From Abuja now going to Enugu will be 4,000 before. Now it's 10,000 naira. And people are collecting salary 15,000, 30,000 naira. How about now? Okay, una don't do this one now. Una don't increase minimum wage. Even the 30,000 naira for minimum wage, most governors say they cannot pay. And things are going up and up and up. How about now? Who will offend for this country? How about? Now, help me listen to Abba Kyari. Mele Kyari, no be Abba. Mele Kyari, the what do they call him? The NNPC boss. Him talk say they come out this thing for subsidy because government doesn't have any money again to fund it. Okay, when they come out, when I don't get money, when I don't consider 103 million Nigerians that are poor. I beg, help me listen to Mele Kyari. Whether he makes sense for what him talk. I beg, watch.
Because of the subsidy regime since 2021, by the way, I'm sure you are aware that the Petroleum Industry Act clearly indicated that subsidy regime will terminate latest by the 17th of February 2022. We got to 2022, government in its wisdom, government can choose to spend money on its citizen. We are completely agree with it. There are subsidies all over the world in very many commodities, agriculture, and so on and so forth. So government decided that in the fiscal 2022, a provision was made, irrespective of the fact that the law said you should do price petroleum at the market price. It said, look, we're going to provide money for subsidy. It is not the business of NNPC to worry about this. And we agree completely. We executed that will of government. That provision was made in 2022. And again, in 2023, up to half year, government still made another provision of subsidy to enable NNPC continuous supply at the subsidiary rate. But the complication is that you can make provision in budget, but you have to finance it. And that financing part of it is absent. I can tell you, since 2022, when that provision was not a single naira was paid to the NNPC to provide those subsidies. And the implication of this is that you have to take the cash flow of the NNPC to continue to supply petroleum into the country, and it has becoming a daunting task, almost impossible for NNPC to continue to bear this cost. And therefore, when we saw the alignment of government with the realities of the law and the very fact that government does no longer have the money to fund this, that means it is eliminated by the facts of the law and also by the realities that government doesn't have the money anymore. And that's why I said, look, we are providing this product, you do not have the money, and since we don't have the money and this is the situation we are found ourselves, we will sell this product at its market price so that we will be able to continue to supply product into the market and also avoid any potential default. We're happy that this is not happening, it's not crystallizing. That is why NNPC saw the realities. We know the market price of these commodities, and as soon as that indication was given, we knew that government can no longer fund it, and therefore we decided to adjust your pricing. Nothing to do with anything else other than the fact that we're just observing the rules of the game, that's of the law of the Federation. Thank you very much.
So it's just enough to come and tell us that government does not have money and all that. And we are selling crude oil. And crude now, you don't hire for market. I don't just understand. People that are rich in this country are above this thing. They know plenty. Now the poor, in fact, this country is a country of poverty. Now poor people, now them live inside this country. And then you coming to tell us that you don't have money again. We have oil, we have other things that we're making money from. Now we will tell government how to make money for the country. I don't understand. You don't know how to generate this revenue. When I don't carry loan, man, kill us for this country. We be say our revenue, 96% of our revenue we use to pay for our loan. Now you are telling us that there's no money. There's no money. How? Please, we cannot come and tell you how to run this government. No matter what you want to do, you don't concern anybody. I beg, try as much as possible to fix this thing. Create an alternative for this 103 million Nigerians. We will not kill anybody for this country. We are all Nigerians. How about now? How can we be suffering in abundance? How I go there inside water soap will enter my eye? No be we get this country. All these things, oil and other things that we have. No be we get them. Why are we suffering? Other people will get these things. Are they suffering the same way Nigerians are suffering? If you want to do something like this, create alternative. Remove it systematically. Don't just come and declare it is gone and people are suffering. Knowing fully well that everything that we do in this country is dependent on PMS, fuel, petrol. How about now? Anyway, I don't talk and finish. Any government will feel like say you don't big pass the people. Make yourself massive. They know say you dey create problem for the system, because very soon insecurity when I want fight now it go high because people are tired, people are suffering, and na suffering now they bring about insecurity, now they bring about all these things, all these social vices. Now they hear me. So be ready to curtail it too. Because see, well, fellow Nigerians, I don't talk as it dey my mouth. If they like, make them hear. If they like, make them no hear. You know, concern me. No people can tell government how to raise money and treat these people. But if you feel like you can't treat us bad for this economy, then be ready for the worst. I don't talk and finish. I beg. If you like this update, subscribe to my channel. I beg. I beg. Biko. Ejo. Da Allah. Subscribe.